This is the Kitzur Yomi. It's starting a new cycle. We thank Art Scroll for allowing their incredible Art Scroll Kitzur to be made available to the public for free, and we'll be utilizing their text for simplicity purposes. We'll begin in the first siman, the first sif. Says the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch Shvisi Hashem Lenegdi Tamid. Hu Glal Golu B'Torah. This is an incredible klal, a fundamental concept in the Torah, b'meilas hasadikim, hasha'ochav ne'elikim, will walk in front of Hashem, ke'in yeshivas ha'adam tunasav ha'sakav. The way a person sits, the way he walks, his activities will never be the same. If he's alone in his house, kimoi, just like yeshivas tunasav ha'sakav, like his sitting, his actions, his movements, you act differently in front of the king. And similarly, the speech, his expression will not be the same in the company of his household. Just like likewise in the company of the king. Kios, what's the reason? Because when you're in the company of a king, he examines everything that he does. You don't want to have any motion, any action, which is a slightly off when you're in front of the king. Kol Shekin certainly says the Kitzur, when a person thinks to his heart, the great King Hashem, he fills the whole world. I made a love standing over him and he sees all his actions. He teaches us, if someone is to hide, Hashem says, Hashem, do I not see you? You can't hide from God. He says Hashem, I fill the whole world. Bevadai, certainly, miyad love with such a thought. Right away, one realizes Hayira v'achnami pachad Hashem yismach shemai. He feels yira, he feels achna, fear and submissiveness in front of Hashem. V'yevash mimenu, and right away he'll be bashful of Hashem. Sif Aleph, the classical Shavisi Hashem, the realization that Hashem is always in front of us and how our actions should be different because of that. We move on to Siv Beis, when someone's lying at his bed, you have to know in front of who you are lying. When you wake up from your sleep, realize the incredible kindness Hashem does with us the moment we wake up. That what? Shem returned our neshama. We gave Hashem a tired neshama when we went to sleep. And he gives it back to us, rested, refreshed. So we can serve Hashem again with all his abilities. To serve Hashem all day. Because this is all of man. As the Pasuk in Eicha says, they were due in the morning. How great is your faithfulness, Hashem, Pirush. Every morning, we're a new creation. And you have to think with your whole heart, Hashem for this. When one is still in his bed, what do we say? How does a yid wake up in the morning? Listen carefully to the words. Hashem, you return my neshama with chemla, with compassion, and then Rabba Munesecha, great is your faithfulness. Even though your hands are not clean yet, still you're allowed to start with the short tefillah. Why? There's no name of Hashem in Maidani. You should pause to live it, as we just read. It shachzar to be nishmasi bechemla. Hashem returns us our neshama with compassion, and then Rabba Munesecha, great is the faithfulness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we continue with Sif Gimel. Continue Sif Gimel, Yehuda ben Maimer. Many may know this from a Mishnah in Avos. Have you asked Kanemer, bold as a leopard, Kal Kanesh, light as an eagle, Rotz Katzvi, run like a deer. Begiver Kari, Lasser Son of Yichash Hashemayim. And explains the Kitzur, what does this mean? As Kanemer Perushai, Shlei Yitzbayish of name in the Adam, that one should not be ashamed of man. Hamaligin love, someone who scoffs at him, Bavadis Hashem Yisbarach Shemai. When someone comes to serve Hashem. Continues the Kitzur, Kal Kanesher. One has to be light as an eagle, Keneged Royis Ayin. That's way that we look, Yiddish eyes. Leimer, what does that mean? You have to quickly close your eyes. Why? because the eyes are as cholas ha'avera, the beginning of the avera. Ha'ayin raya, the eye sees, v'alev chaymed, and the heart desires, a kli ma'aseh goimrim. And then finally, one's limbs do the action. Rotzkat tzvi, and finally, swift as a deer, keneged haraglayim. That's one's leg. Sharalecha la'tevya rutsu. The one's leg should always run. To do good deeds. V'gibar kari is what? Keneged alev. Ki agvura ba'avodas habari yisbarach is where? Hu ba'alev. Amar, and says Yudah ben Tema. Shetchazik libcha ba'avodasai. One should fortify his heart to serve Hashem. Tisgaber al yitzar, you should overcome your yitzar lenatzchai, to conquer it. Ki gibra miskaber al sinai, like a strong person overcomes his enemies. Lenatzchai ulapilu aretz, you throw the enemy to the ground. And finally, continues the Kitzur with Sif Dalid, based on these four attributes, the way that one has to wake up. Lachain sarchadon liskaber kari, you have to be strong like a lion. And miyad gesher mishnasai. When you wake up, what do? Vaymer maidani. Yakum bizrizos. What's the first thing? Yiskaber kari, to get up. Before the Yitzhara gets the better of us, but before the Yitzhara tells us not to get up, we have to be strong and yes, get up. Allah, but one has to be wise. Meaning what? That the Yitzhara in the winter tells us, it's so cold. It's so cold. And what does the Yitzhar tell us in the summer? You didn't sleep enough. Or anything else the Yitzhar tells us. Yitzhar knows very well and all the traps that one cannot break free from. Therefore, says the Kitzur, you have to be strong. And even if it's actually difficult, let's say it's not just the Yitzhar tricking you, you're actually tired, you actually didn't sleep enough. Still, if to think we're serving Hashem, and one should put to his heart, let's say a friend, Adam, a person wants to do something, something that will make money, or to collect a debt, or call him, that you have to save a business deal. There's a fire. Of course, your house on fire, your business is about to go up. You're about to lose a business deal. Of course, he'll get up right away. Because the love of money, and he won't be negligent. And similarly, if one was going to serve the king, Penny Alilov, why? Because the king's going to say that you're negligent. Similarly, or you just want the king to think nicely of you. How much more so? Got to get up quickly. So we have to custom ourselves. 4 or 5 times. Says the Kitzur. You do it 4 or 5 times, and afterwards you won't have to worry about it. And when we want to be good, of course, then what happens? Like Kadosh Baruch Hu comes to our aid. Learning these words, trying a little bit hard, should be able to teach us and bring us to finishing day 1 of Kitzur Mirz Hashem. We should all be able to continue on this journey, finishing all of Kitzur Shulchan Aruch in 1 year. Psiyata Dishmaya.